Hello everybody, my name is Siddha.
I'm Celeste.
I'm Saikeat.
I'm Fazri.
And we are from ZSG Podcast. So the concept of this podcast is for us to talk about topics that are related to Gen Z, and basically we share our opinions and perspectives about it. So the one that started this entire idea is Saikeat.
I'm the one that basically dragged the three of them over here so that can talk about something in common.
Yeah, you just dragged us under the mud.
Hi.
I don't know. I didn't know why I was here. But yeah, this is definitely a good opportunity to have the four of us involved in telling our sides of the stories and stuff.
Yeah, we felt like there were a lot of podcasts already with working adults talking about commentary in Singapore, Spear News, but there's not so much so that Gen Zs like us. There's a whole concept of Gen Z Singapore, of giving our own perspectives. For example, growing up here and education, because we felt things like that have made huge changes compared to the other generations that are doing podcasts on commentary. So we felt like we could bring something new to the table.
What do you think our generation is different compared to the others?
I think one thing is that we are kind of opening up to many new different perspectives lah. So nowadays we're more open to different concepts. Yeah.
So we are more more open compared to the other generations lah. Many people compare us to millennials. We are we are sort of similar to them, or we are lazier, or as in Chinese they call it 草莓年代.
I feel
strawberry generation.
Strawberry.
Yeah. They call it strawberry generation. Yeah, but
Why?
Okay, I feel a big reason for that and why this podcast might be different compared to others is because we grew up with social media. We grew up with the phone, internet, and even millennials. They had a time where they didn't have phones. They didn't have all this information so readily available to them. But we grew up with it. So I wouldn't say our opinions are that different, but
We live in a more
Sorry,
modern...
wait, my chair made a fart noise when I moved Then you look at me to the left side. Then it...
Okay.
Yeah, continue.
I mean, you just have to accept the fact that we are growing up in a more modern age now. That's the difference.
But I felt it changes the way that we receive information and disperse that information in that sense also. Yeah. So, Saikeat,
Yeah.
what do you think that what kind of difference do you think we can make compared to other podcasts that might be doing similar content?
I mean, there are other podcasts already doing Gen Z also lah.
That's true.
Like the Gen Z magazine, I think, and also what else? Podcasts Catch Up that, all these.
Daily Catch Up,
Yeah, they also doing podcasts already, right? For us, I think we could talk on more, cause we are students also, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of podcasts are run by working adults. I think we can contribute by we can make a difference by cause we are students, so we experience more in school instead of the working life. So we have more opinions towards the younger side lah, the education side. You know?
Yeah.
Because when I think about it as well, it's when you do realize that every single podcast has different people.
Yeah.
And the reason why, some podcasts they bring more people in is to have more different opinions,
Variety.
more variety of views. So I would say just adding to it, adding to the variety, just a small little bit. But at least we're trying.
I think
trying something.
I think my favorite podcast it would be ghost stories also. I love ghost stories.
Say what, you like ghost stories then?
Okay, as I was saying, I like ghost stories.
You listen to them a lot?
Ghost movies lah, those detective ones. I like the Conjurings lah. Conjuring 1 and 2 is my favorite. But I feel like Conjuring 2 is more scary lah.
I like the Trash Taste podcast. It's,
Oh.
yeah, it's,
Anime one, right?
they do. They don't even talk about anime. They more talk about like culture, living in Japan outside of like the whole anime stuff. I think they did like one episode and they gave up.
Mm. But do they like get views?
Yeah, every video consistently, none of it has ever reached below 1 million views. So they're quite big. Yeah, but okay, I feel like we can take that concept and talk about Singapore instead of life in Singapore as a Gen Z, as they have been talking about in Japan.
Yeah.
Correct. Then Siddha, what shows you watch? Or like what YouTube videos you watch lah? Or like what are your favorite podcasts?
The thing is, I don't watch podcasts per se. Like, this is the first type of podcast that I'm like participating or learning about. That's why when you first approached me about podcast, I was like very confused. I was like, what's a podcast like that? But yeah, I mean, okay lah, cause on TikTok also sometimes I see like those podcast videos that also same thing, ghost story also. Then sometimes like very interested. Like sometimes they talk about the most time ghost story in Singapore. So I'm like, ooh, interesting like that, you know, that kind of thing.
Correct.
So, yeah.
How about Fazri?
Fazri?
Um,
Well, what do you watch in general? Like, what do you watch on YouTube in general?
mostly, I mean, I know it might sound a bit like weird, but like, you know, I feel like I'm a bit different from what you guys are watching. And like, you know, I for me, I watch sports, and I'm a gamer as well. And I also like to watch memes and stuff. And like, I think having Saikeat give us the opportunity, I think is also a good chance to really like speak our mind and make use of the platform and the opportunity that we have as well.
I think doing this we can shed some light on like certain issues that we may be facing as students in like this generation. Like majority of us here went through like O levels during like the height of COVID in 2020.
You went through. You 2020 also, right?
Yeah. So like the three of us went through O levels during 2020. I feel like no one really talked about how
hard
shitty that was. And because as much as social media likes to portray our generation as like like I said, strawberry generation, I felt like it's not always the case lah.
We've gone through a lot of shit also. Like how to say, like COVID-19 because it's during our education period also lah.
Yeah, of course there are some things we can't comment on lah, like working environment or like stuff like that, because really we are still students. And so we won't be touching on that stuff. You can go to another podcast for that. Sorry, working adults. So we are more of Gen Z SG slave. Okay, so we're gonna do a little trivia about us since we're gonna be your hosts for like I don't know how many episodes. So we thought you guys should get to know us a little bit. Okay, so I said before, I'm Celeste. And I'm studying law. Whether I'm good at it or not, I don't know. But I feel like that helps me word out my opinionated thoughts. Just a preface for as of any social media form of like postings, don't take our opinions as face value as something you should follow. It's our opinions, and it's best not to base your own opinions off other people's. You can have your own opinion, and we also have our own opinion. Don't take it as like the truth or something. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Do you like law?
No one likes law.
Then why you take it?
Okay, to put it simply, my English was always my like best subject, so it was like more of the natural trajectory for me. Yeah. That's it.
My leg cracked. You heard the crack, right? Cause my leg, I cracked my knuckle on my leg. Yeah.
But law. A lot of people say I don't look like a law student because I like to dress up, I like to do makeup.
Like art student,
Yeah. If I was given a choice, I'll like not taking money into account, I would take like a vanity-based job, like do
But
makeup or fashion.
But in the real money always.
Okay, we are in Singapore, people. We need to make money. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like Singapore is not trying to be judgmental, but like it forces us to choose a path where it makes money.
You kind of no choice though, because we don't have natural resources.
And plus the things here very X also. Like all the housing or cars or like you need good future.
But like, sorry, like we really like our country really relies a lot on workforce.
Yeah.
That's why they always like producing like local talent. They're always trying to produce like future employers to like help the industry in some kind of way.
Even like MediaCorp artists, some of them also said like their scripts, right, are like not creative at all. So like how to say?
It's quite what was the word?
Sorry.
Restrictive.
No, like not say repetitive, but formulaic. Yes, that's the word. It's like there's this certain thing they have to do, like a formula, like, oh, this will get us views, this is how they have to act, this is a certain trope they have to follow. Like, you know, okay, I don't want to like call out K-drama, but just when things are about to get heated, the main character faints. You know? Like the typical kind that will get like someone hooked lah. It's very formulaic in that sense for MediaCorp, I feel. Sorry, MediaCorp.
Alright, back to Siddha. What do your interests are?
Okay, so let's talk about interest lah. So for me, my interest is in transportation in Singapore. So I'm a bus enthusiast. So I like to research about the buses in Singapore, like the routes and some like fun facts about buses and all the bus models and all that.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Why?
Yeah,
actually, honestly, I'm not very sure.
Like, what's interesting about
not many
you?
people like buses.
Yeah, that's true.
No, what started your interest?
I think is honestly I'm not very sure. Cause okay, so I think how it started was because when I was younger, I used to travel a lot from my house to my grandma's house. My grandma's house last time was in Bedok area. So that time I would take the bus. I used to take bus. It was a long bus, you know. So it's a long bus, you know, interesting. Like then just at the back you just bouncing. It's very fun. Like it's a fun experience. Then I go to Bedok interchange. Then I'll take 222 bus number 222 like that.
Right.
So that's the feeder service over there. So I'll take that bus. Then every time I take the bus, the model is different. But sometimes I'll be like, you know, I'll be like, hey, I want to take this particular one, but no time. Like, cannot just wait for that particular one. And so that kind of like interested me early back then. I think this was around 2007, 2008 like that. Then it further developed when I started to actually put in effort. So in 2012, I actually got this bus directory book, which was like a book with all the different routes and all that.
How do you get that? Where do you get that?
Popular.
There's such a thing.
Yeah. So it's
Bus
like
routes?
not bus like you know the one the bus number. Then you see the bus stops, that kind of thing. So basically what I did was I started to memorize. Like,
oh my god.
Which
Does
bus
it even
goes
show
to
like
where.
the model as well?
The model I started doing like memorizing them much later when I was like in primary 6, Sec 1 that kind. Yeah. So basically when I memorize about it, whatever I can. Obviously I don't know everything, but I memorize like from where to where. So for example, bus number 56 from Marina Centre Terminal to Bishan, or 167 Sembawang to Bukit Merah, that kind of thing. Oh sorry, that kind of thing lah. So
This one
helps to put exaggeration.
Yeah.
So this type of thing. So I memorized this type of thing like that. Then also when I went on to like secondary school, it became kind of like my thing. Like people knew me as the one that knows buses, that kind of thing.
Why memorize it though? Is it like people ask you what's interesting about yourself and you start rapping on
No,
it?
I mean for me it's just I can help people out with direction.
Like
So a lot of people ask me for direction.
So I
Something
mean,
that gets
the knowledge
you-
you have is valuable.
It's valuable like in a sense. I know how to get around Singapore, that kind of thing lah.
Yeah.
It's like your guilty pleasure.
Kind
Okay,
of.
What makes you
like-
guilty?
It's like, you know, how, like, you know, like how each kid imprints on like a certain topic. Like example, many girls like Barbie dolls, and some guys like boys like cars or like fire trucks. Or
His one is
His
buses.
My
was
one is
just
buses and trains.
Buses and trains, and he just never stopped.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
never stop.
Big
Yeah.
things.
So yeah, lor, for me it's just now I'm more towards, at least now I kind of now that I'm older, I can go places myself, you know, so I can also explore different places also. So this also help, like by knowing the routes also, it also helps me to
Navigate.
have a better navigation in a sense.
Can you give us one fun fact that we wouldn't know about, like
Bus.
a bus?
The fun fact is the longest bus route in Singapore is 858. Is between Woodlands Interchange to Changi Airport and back. It's a loop service.
So in one round, it goes back.
I
Yeah,
crave for the
correct.
bus driver.
Yeah, so what happened is the bus driver at Changi Airport at Terminal 2
It will change.
they will either change or go toilet break.
Oh.
Either change or toilet break.
I think there's like a gantry there, then they will like stop, then they will swap. I think I saw
I
before.
think
The
Yeah.
when you okay, so if you take bus at Changi Airport, right, what will happen is the buses will stop at Terminal 2 for a while. Then the driver will off the engine, I think, or off the light or something like that. But they will take the key now, obviously. But then all the passengers will be staying in the bus lah. But then they'll be like, hey, why the light off? You know, that kind of thing. But it's actually for driver go toilet. Cause cannot be for 2 whole hours they drive the bus. You know, it's
That's
too,
crazy.
Across the
too
country.
difficult lah. But that's 858 route lah. It's total, if I'm not wrong, 73.8 km. If I'm not
So
wrong.
it's about like 1 day. Like is it?
No lah, you don't take 1 whole day.
2 hours.
2 hour
hours.
plus, 2 hour plus, like one full journey lah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That is
Sorry.
Singapore's longest route. The shortest route in Singapore is only 1 bus stop. Only 1 bus stop. 902.
For what?
902 is for between Woodlands Interchange to Republic Poly.
I like how
Oh no, it's for Republic Poly.
It's for
the
Republic Poly
dormitory.
student.
But
Not
it's-
dormitory.
But it's under the public bus service.
It's a public bus
technically.
service,
not
but
a-
it's only in the morning.
It's not a private shuttle service.
No, it's by
Oh.
SMRT.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the shortest. Or if that's not technically it, I think the next one is 284 from Clementi to Clementi Avenue. 1 or 4, either one of them. Yeah, it's just total is 4 bus stop.
4
5
bus stop.
That kind. Yeah.
Oh.
It's quite short lah.
So it's like 15 minutes.
Yeah. The total. Yeah. So that's one fact. Okay, that's enough about me. Let's move
You
on.
want
Okay,
Fazri?
Celeste? Or
What?
Fazri?
Fazri first.
Saikeat.
Okay, Fazri.
Oh, me?
You okay? Whichever.
Anyway, okay.
Okay.
My interest.
Yes.
My interest. What am I interested in? Food. I love like food. Like any type of food I eat on. Like but regardless is raw. I eat raw food. I love raw food also.
what made you like to eat.
So
You know what I'm thinking?
he gave me that look. I love raw food.
What made you like?
Like sushi or this.
Sashimi,
Why you
sushi.
thinking?
I didn't say
Get
anything.
your mind out the gutter.
I did not say anything. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like sushi, steaks, raw beef.
Raw beef.
Oh yes, beef tartare.
What's that?
Like not say raw for me lah. Like
Oh,
like
beef tartare.
Fresh from the
no,
cow
beef
like
tartar
that.
I like,
Yeah.
but like
What's
it's
that?
like
It's like a minced beef.
it's that one is
It's
straight up raw lah. Yeah,
Yeah,
straight up raw.
and
But
they eat
I
it
like
straight.
mine like a little bit for beef itself. I like grilled. Like
Okay.
in the inside is still the.
Rare.
Mm.
Okay.
For me, I know it's a bit weird lah.
I like
but
rare also.
Really lah. In cooking shows, they always say like cooking rare is not good, right? But actually, I like, you know.
They say medium rare is like.
You're
the-
asking me as if I know.
They say medium rare is sort of the creme de la creme. So.
But medium rare, my father eats steak in well done.
Oh, serial killer.
Yeah, who eats steak in well done?
Serial killers.
Well done steak. The steak is so hard.
I didn't say anything. You just look at me and started laughing.
but yeah, I love to eat a lot of food.
Okay,
I can eat 2
preface.
portions.
Our main audience and us, we are like above 18.
Yeah, above 18. I like I eat 2 portions for food.
Oh.
So like my biggest record it was from McDonald's lah. The most I ate. So it's basically double cheeseburger, large fries, 20 chicken nugget, and 1 apple pie lah.
How do you function after that?
I felt very sick lah. Food coma lah.
Oh, then how did you remember then?
No, I
That
know.
was the biggest meal you had.
That is the biggest meal I
Did you
had.
do it on purpose to like break your food record or something?
You actually
No,
constantly
because I
keep
was very
track.
hungry.
Oh.
I don't know why I was so hungry. I ordered everything. It's Mac delivery at home lah.
Oh.
So I ordered.
You one person order everything.
I eat myself. That is like a family, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The beef chicken I like usually family order one.
Yeah, and you ate it by yourself.
Yeah, I ate everything by myself.
You intending to go for those food challenges or anything by any chance?
No lah, I cannot lah.
You cannot, but you can eat eat this much.
I in
food.
IKEA also.
IKEA.
I ate like 6-piece chicken. They all have, I think, promotion 6-piece chicken wing, right? And one pasta. The pasta not nice, but I still eat it. Very nice.
Yeah, true.
Then I got one meatball. The meatball and the jam one. So it's like the 3 portion. But now the chicken meat also got fried, so that's the add-on also.
Okay, I feel like you can't be a competitive eater, but you can eat a lot, maybe not fast.
I can eat fast.
Oh, then your
Do you have,
digestion
do
good
you have like a high metabolism?
When I was
clearly-
younger,
clearly-
I was 90 kg.
Huh?
Oh,
In secondary school, I
oh,
was
okay.
90 kg.
I retract my statement.
I was 90 kg, then I lost in 3 months O level.
That's not healthy.
How?
I don't know how I lost in 3 months.
Stress
I think so.
Because
O level.
O level in 2020.
My lowest weight was 57 kg, and I'm 174 at that time, which considered very low already.
Yeah, it's quite low.
174 cm.
So you lost like 40 kg in what, 3 years?
3 years.
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah,
sorry.
correct.
Yeah, oh
What's
my
it?
god.
Yeah, correct. I think cause of like stress, I skip recess cause need to study for test.
Wait, can I test something out on you?
Why?
Yeah, his skin is loose. Yeah, okay, makes sense. His skin a bit
skin.
loose.
What's that?
Oh,
They say if you lose weight very fast, you will have loose skin.
yeah, I have loose skin.
That's
My
very
skin
tight.
very stretchy.
Tight means?
That means
You feel his versus yours.
you feel mine, you touch this one.
Bro.
Yeah.
What? I have a lot of loose skin. Yeah, so like there's a lot of excess skin over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
That's not good.
What?
Not good. That's not
Okay.
good. But yeah.
No, but right now you're still eating a lot.
I eat a lot now. I eat a lot, but now it's like maintaining the weight already.
No,
I see.
The weight is not going up or down. It's like maintain. Now I like 62 or 61. Okay, because I 176 already this year.
What about you, Fazri? Tell them about you.
So my name is Fazri, and I do a lot of different stuff. A lot of times I don't really have like a main interest. Sometimes I can pick up things here and there
Wait, pause.
and drop.
Look at us also.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. Okay, forgot what I was saying.
You don't do a lot of stuff specifically.
Oh yeah, okay. Can I just restart my
Yeah,
introduction?
yeah.
Okay. My name is Fazri, and I usually don't focus on like one thing that I like to do. A lot of times, I would try to keep an open mind, pick up things here and there, but it just really depends on like where I am throughout the day. But most of the time, I'm someone who likes to play a lot of games. Games like Valorant, for example. Like I play games like FIFA, and the reason why I like to play games like FIFA is because I also play sports as well, and but I don't play sports like very often, but like I mean I would say, you know, I wouldn't just play football as well. I would try and play like badminton, volleyball, frisbee. Basically a lot of times some activities that I like to do, I like to do it with friends a lot. You know, you can enjoy your time and sharing the moment with others.
So like with us, right?
No, I mean it can be applied to anything like that I do. You know, like because I'm someone that like I wouldn't say it's like a hobby, but like being someone that overthinks a lot. You know, it's kind of like the main thing that I do often. Like it's I wouldn't say it's like, I mean it is a problem, but it's also like part of my personality and who I am. But I try to make use of the fact that, you know, when I have too many thoughts, it kind of allows me to think about other things. I mean, I usually think about things that I don't really have to think about, which is but like at the same time, it really gives me an open mind to a lot of things, and it also helps me to try the things that I'm really not meant to be, not that I wouldn't really be confident in. So
it's like looking at things from different perspectives.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'd say I would go through almost every day, and especially like having the opportunity like out of nowhere to be here. Of course, it's a bit nerve-wracking because like I've never been in front of the camera for like a long period of time. So, but either way, I'm just really thankful that there is a platform for us to share like different opinions and thoughts like in the next coming episodes.
Question: do you feel like the overthinking has like affected your life negatively so
It
far?
did. It did for a very long while.
Don't laugh at stuff.
No, very deep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm starting deep, but like,
okay,
I'm,
Go
I'm
deep,
just,
go
I'm
deep.
just
We
speaking
love
from-
it. Wait, shit. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, my brain. Sorry. Okay, sorry, bro. Carry on.
Sorry, Fazri.
Carry on.
Okay.
I'm trying to lighten up. By the way, looking at you look like Jesus like that. Like,
Okay. Okay.
that's why I'm squinting my eye, because looking at you very bright.
Okay. Where was I?
Affected you for a long time, but
Oh yeah, the overthinking.
You then. Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
What? I mean, I don't really know what to say about it.
Yeah.
okay,
But,
then
uh,
how do you think you overcome it so far?
I would say I never really overcame it yet.
Okay, it's quite hard to.
It's something that I'm still trying to deal with every day. And like the reason why I bring it up, because I just feel like it starts to become a hobby for me every time.
Like it's part of you, right?
It's I don't know why, because it's something I can't seem to
Control.
and like at times I wouldn't really accept it, but I feel like I have to because it just keeps happening.
Yeah.
So a lot of days I'll just fight it. You know?
Actually, I also like him. I overthink a lot.
Same actually.
But now I trying to like forget everything. Like I just take care of what I,
I think there is no actual way for you to get rid of it.
do. I just have to take care of what you do. Really. Like I
Yeah.
take care what I do. I don't care whether like people like me or not. One. Like just take care what you do lah. Like sometimes you cannot think one.
Because for me, my nature itself is I am naturally a very caring person like that. So how to kind of mitigate the effects of overthinking for me, how I handle it is I mentally tell myself to set a fine line between what I should care about and what I shouldn't care about. And although it's very difficult, I have to force myself to do it. Because if not, I'll only end up kind of like, how to say, the more you overthink, the deeper you tend to analyze things, and then the deeper you analyze things, the more misinterpretation happens. Then the more miscommunication happens, and drama, tea, whatever happens lah.
I feel like one thing you can bring is awareness to like these kind of issues, because Singapore is very, very stigmatized on these kind of things. No matter how many times we try and talk about it, no matter what, there'll always be that sort of mental stigma. Right? Yeah.
You look at me. Why?
No, I thought he was going to cough or something.
No.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So I feel like bringing to light these issues can like sort of spotlight Singapore in that sense, where we have to make a change no matter what. If not, then it's just gonna go downhill, right?
I feel like I don't know lah. I feel like Singapore, like Singaporeans in general, like including us lah, we tend to judge too fast a bit, don't you
Yeah.
think? We judge a bit too fast lah. If you see like social media or, and like we sometimes can be. I mean, I don't know lah. In secondary school, and primary school can be a bit like, not saying I don't know how to say, not in saying in general, but like we tend to like need to care about more about people well-being also. Like,
Yeah.
Because in schools like they tend to not care also. Like you experience all of us got experience before what. They
Yeah.
tend to not care about what they say.
I feel like a lot of people agree with me on this, and this has been brought up before, but I feel like some schools are not very well equipped to handle these kind of situations and how to talk
A
about
lot
it.
of schools not
Yeah.
equipped. Like they were like, for example, if like a fight went on, right, like let's say not physical fight lah, physical fight they'll handle one, no problem.
Yeah.
But if it's mental issues, right, usually schools they won't do anything about it one. It's like they use counselors as like a way to protect the students against the school. You know what I mean? So like it's like HR manager like that. Yeah. So
I
like
feel like they're not really fixing the root issue. They're doing the face value,
to
like
protect
the
the
damage
school.
control.
Damage
Like-
control, correct.
Yeah, they're not facing like the root, like why the person did this.
And also to protect the school image also.
It is. But counselors are also there to kind of understand the individual.
Correct. But like, it's I feel like the way I see like, not say students lah, but like the way the school set out is very similar to the outside workplace lah. So like for example, the teachers and all are like the head of everything, and like the counselors are like the HR manager to protect us against the school.
The students are the employees.
Correct.
Then do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Both. I feel like okay lah, bad thing lah.
Okay, the voice simply has its pros and its cons. Like, it. Okay, I think they're trying to like churn out as many like good workers as possible for Singapore to like maintain a certain level of society. In the way it works, we are one of the like richest economies in the world, especially in Asia, despite our size, and that's because of our education system. But as a result, it put a strain on the students, as we can see on us lah.
Very hardcore. Like especially like PSLE, like we get separated to Express, NA, and NT.
Cannot drink water.
I mean, no, I keep kicking a bottle by accident.
Wait, guys, you know what I just realized? I feel like I might have accidentally drove us away from our trivia.
No, it's fine. This can be
No.
just a normal episode because
yeah,
of being
yeah.
fine.
So like we can also add that
This
this is like a
normal.
mental health awareness
normal.
episode. Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's
Yeah,
normal
it's fine.
what?
This is how a natural
Yeah, if
conversation
we were just
should
talking
work.
about ourselves, it would last
Yeah.
like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
How long is it,
no-
by the way?
30
36
minutes.
minutes.
You can talk a little more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Relax, bro. Relax.
Yeah.
Okay, back to your point.
What was my point?
PSLE.
Oh, PSLE, yeah. So basically, PSLE students, like after their PSLE, they get separated into Express, NA, and NT. Now they're trying to change it, lah. Which
Yeah,
I feel like
which is
is
good.
okay, lah, quite good, lah. And now, I feel like after, like for example, for me, I take O levels, right? I feel like poly is not only the path, lah. I think the government make like multiple paths for us to choose from, which is also good, lah. Correct. Like there's ITE, there's poly, there's JC, and NAFA also.
And MI.
Oh yeah, MI.
Institute, yeah.
Correct, MI also. And like it helps students, and like you see, it helps with the employment rate lah. Cause last time the employment rate is like, if you don't go JC, you die.
Yeah.
That's the
That's true.
mentality.
Very like
Oh
10 years ago.
yeah, 10 years ago. It's like also considered quite recent already. 10 years ago,
Yeah.
quite recent.
So
also.
in a sense, it's good that there's that change, which is great. But I feel like a lot of our mentality is still stuck back then. As much as we want to try and change, there's still some people that have that mentality that like look down at other paths compared to like yeah. So we'd love to talk about these kind of topics a lot more, and maybe you guys can be involved with letting us know what you want us to talk about in the comments down below, right? and it helps us out also with the engagement and all that. So we're gonna end this episode off with
Disclaimer, sorry if we are making a lot of mistakes because it's a starting project.
it's fine. It's just there's no blueprint for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mistakes are it's fine. Normal in life.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So please let us know if you want us to make any changes or whatever.
Feedback is
Feedback.
very much
Yeah.
appreciated.
Feedback.
Yes. But don't be mean.
Yes, yes.
Okay, constructive feedback and being mean is two very different things.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and with that, we have come to the end of our first episode of ZSG Podcast. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.